Hey guys, it's Boy from Big Feathers Farm, and as you can imagine, with over 300 chickens, I get a ton of frequently asked questions. So today, I'm going to be answering the top 20 questions you guys have asked about the chickens and how to get started raising your own backyard chicken flock. So let's get started with number one. So number one, what are the basic requirements for raising chickens? They need an adequate amount of space, they need a complete diet, they need fresh water, they need protection from predators outside, and a secure coop so they can't get out. So how do you choose the right chicken breed for your backyard? Choosing the right breed depends on your goals, whether it be for egg production, meat, or just for pets. It also depends on things like the climate and the temperament preferences for the chicken you want. So things to consider would be egg production, heat tolerance, cold hardiness, and whether they're docile or not. Number three, what kind of chicken coop do I need and what features are essential? There are several essential things you need, such as roosting bars for your chickens to sleep, nesting boxes for your chickens to lay eggs, a feeder, a water, a roof over their heads so they can be protected from the elements, especially inside of the coop, and the general recommendation is 2 to 4 square feet of space per bird. Number four, how do I properly set up a brooder for baby chicks? A brooder needs to be a warm, draft-free space with a heat lamp, as well as chick-safe bedding, which includes pine shavings and shallow feeders and waters to prevent drowning. Number five, what should I feed my chickens at different stages of life? Well, baby chicks will require a high protein starter feed, while pullets will require a grower feed, and your laying hens will require a laying feed with an adequate amount of calcium for strong eggshells. Your chickens will also really appreciate treats as long as you give it to them in moderation. Number six, how do I ensure my chickens stay healthy and prevent common diseases? Well, first, you should maintain a clean coop with clean water and food. You should observe your flock daily for signs of illness and ensure they have proper nutrition. What are common predators for my chickens and how do I keep them safe? Common predators include raccoons, foxes, hawks, and even sometimes dogs or cats. You need to make sure you have a secure coop with chicken wire or hardware cloth and maybe even an electric fence going around. You also need to make sure you have a secure latch so when you lock them up at night, nothing can get out and nothing will get in. Number eight, what are the legal considerations and local ordinances before getting chickens? Regulations vary by location, so it's essential to check with your city or county government before keeping chickens. There may be zoning laws, flock size limits, or rooster restrictions. Number nine, how do I introduce new chickens to an existing flock? Gradual introduction is essential. It often includes an enclosure within the sight and sound of the main flock. This will minimize stress and pecking order conflict. Before we go any further, let me remind you that you can ask any chicken question you want if you go to faqchickens.com and click on the button on the right side to leave your question, in which we'll ask you for your email address, so you will also get a monthly or bi-weekly newsletter for all information that won't be seen on YouTube or TikTok. We'll also contact you as soon as your question is answered, whether on the website or in a video. There will also be a button to sign up for a Big Feathers Farm newsletter, which I'm sure you'll enjoy too. So let's get back into the video. Why are my chickens laying none or a lot fewer eggs? Well, factors of the chicken include age, breed, diet, stress, seasonal changes like less light in the wintertime, and finally molting and illnesses. How much space do chickens need inside their coop and run? It's often recommended that chickens get 2 to 4 square feet of space per bird inside the coop and 8 to 10 square feet of space in an outdoor run, but more space is always better. Number 12, can chickens free range and what are the pros and cons? Letting your chickens free range will allow them to pick for bugs and greens, which will lower the food costs. However, it'll also expose them to predators and them going into undesirable areas. Number 13, what is a dust bath and why do chickens need it? A dust bath is when chickens roll around in loose dirt or soil, and by running it through their feathers, it keeps their feathers clean, removes parasites, and it helps them maintain healthy skin. Number 14, how do I manage chicken manure and can I use it as a fertilizer? Chicken manure is an excellent fertilizer, but should be composted before applying to gardens to avoid burning plants and to kill potential pathogens. Number 15, what are common issues with baby chicks and how do I take care of them? Common chick issues include pasty butt, chilling, overheating, and leg problems, and proper brooder temperature, cleanliness, and nutrition are vital to keeping them healthy. Number 16, how long do chickens live and when do they typically stop laying eggs? Chickens can live 5 to 10 years, but their egg production typically peaks at 1 to 2 years of age. This will gradually decline, but they may continue to lay eggs occasionally over the next couple years. Number 17, what are common chicken behaviors and what do they mean? Common chicken behaviors include pecking order establishment, roosting, foraging, dust bathing, and vocalizations. Understanding these chicken behaviors can help you assess the happiness and healthiness of your flock. Number 18, how do I deal with broody hens? Will broody hens sit on their eggs and want to hatch out their own chicks? If you don't want any chicks, you can break them of their broodiness by simply taking them off the nest, offering them food and water, or even placing them in a wire-bottomed cage to make them feel uncomfortable and get up. Number 19, what should I do if one of my chickens gets sick or injured? First, you should isolate the chicken from the rest of the flock to prevent further illness or additional injury. You should consult a vet experienced with poultry if symptoms are severe or persistent. And finally, number 20, what are the best practices for handling and socializing with your chickens? Regular, gentle handling from a young age can help chickens become more docile and friendly. Offer treats and speak to them softly to build trust. Now guys, when it comes to chickens, there's no such thing as a dumb question or a question that doesn't make sense. When you're first getting chickens, or if you've even been raising chickens for several years, it can be quite confusing, especially if your chickens start to do something you haven't seen them do before. So if you guys have a question about chickens, and I mean any question, go to our website faqchickens.com. There will be a button on the right side where you can click on, and that will bring you to a form where you can ask the questions. You have to leave your email address so that we can contact you whenever your question is being answered on the website or in a video. Also, if you decide to leave a question, you will get a monthly or bi-weekly newsletter with news and info that will not be seen or shared on YouTube or TikTok. There will also be a button to sign up for a Big Feathers Farm newsletter if you want to do that as well. Now, I hope you guys learned something and some of your questions were answered about chickens. If so, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and let me know down in the comments which question and answer helped you the most. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.